Is this the episode? Did we start?
No.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to the PJC Cast, also known as the Proud Jacuzzi Crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name, Bagok, is Dane. Bagok! Better one. Oh. What Jimmy's trying to say is, hi, my name's Jimmy. And I'm Jimmy. Have you worked on that? Jimmy, you're not going to cluck the whole episode, are you?
Mother clucker, listen up. I'm Jimmy, the chicken man.
Jimmy's a chicken man today.
Chicken man.
He was so inspired by the San Diego chicken that he just needed to get into those feathers and peck it up.
There is a song that goes the way I just sang, and it's by, I don't remember.
You didn't sing anything just now,
Chicken
Jimmy.
Man.
Oh, that
chicken
one.
Man. It's that's the whole track. Is it that on repeat? Chicken Man, Chicken Man. It's probably like a what's Neil Gaiman's wife's name? I forget. It's she's a music artist in the Dresden Dolls.
Okay.
You know her.
Oh, she paints on her eyebrows.
Yeah, what's her fucking name though?
Don't remember.
Don't remember. She has, I think it's her, a song that goes Chicken Man, Chicken Man.
Oh yeah?
And then I go Bagok.
Ah.
Chicken Man. The tea kettle hates it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, look up any episode with TK the Tea Kettle, because she's great. She just got her head buzzed. She took off all her hair. Her tea kettle hair.
Yeah.
It's good.
Can you imagine a tea kettle with hair? Because now you don't have to.
We've taken that off of your plate.
You're welcome. We did this.
Today on the PJC Cast, we're going to be doing Would You Rathers like we always do. So if you're expecting anything different, you'd be wrong.
Sorry.
Sorry
For being
not sorry.
Predictable.
So we're going to go to the Would You Reddits now and find all the best Would You Rathers that Reddit can find, because rather is a static, frozen wasteland.
It's
does not provide.
never moving.
It will never move again.
It just ceased to be.
Oh my gosh, this one's kind of dark. Starting off a little dark.
Is it too dark to start off with?
No. Would you rather be the person who flips the switch during executions,
Boy,
or be the judge who decides who should be executed? Yeah, it's a dark one. Is that too dark for you, Jimmy?
Not for me. The choice is obvious, but
Is it?
yeah. Do I have to literally be... Well, is that true? They have two people that pull a switch, so you never know who killed them? Or is that something that I read somewhere?
Oh, I've never heard that before.
That might be made up. I gotta know, because I don't think that doesn't feel real with my fucking what I know about the world, but I read it recently, and I was like, oh yeah! Like that was a thing I knew, but I don't think I did. You know, you do that, you read a thing, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that thing that I've just read for the first time. Oh yeah. You never do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like something where you feel like you've already known it in the back of your mind. Yeah. But you're not quite sure.
You just don't know for real. I can't look this up. It brings up Dark Souls wiki. If I type in 2 executioners,
that's just
I don't know what else I could even search.
Vague enough to work. What's the longest you've ever Googled something?
What
is the longest thing you've ever Googled?
The longest,
like a sentence?
I mean, I guess.
Have you ever?
My famous one is I Googled. It's hard to track if I voice it because voice ones are longer. But I asked it for, and this is topical, the pig movie that isn't Babe, and I got Gordy.
Yeah, that seems like
But
pretty short.
It's not that long, but it's a sentence, kind of.
I will.
Do you have one?
Well, I'm just saying that, like, I've definitely Googled full questions where I'm like, I don't know how to
Ask Jeeves style.
Yeah, I don't know how to phrase this search engine wise. Like, I don't know what best to do, so I'll just say, how many ounces of baking powder do I need if I'm missing this amount of this? You know?
Yeah, I so the way I Google is if I need a lot of so I'll just like Google words in the wrong order because it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'll just be like, I'm sure I've done it on this show where I'm like, Harry Potter Wizard School sex?
And then you get the beloved
exactly
one.
what I need.
Just exactly what you need. I think I'd be the judge, because then I'd feel at least that I'd have enough information to feel like I could make that judgment, I guess.
You don't have to face your own. You don't have to face the consequences of your action. You're in a courthouse.
That's true.
You're like, dead you. And then you go home to your wife and your cocaine pile. And you snort one and you fuck the other. And I'm not going to judge.
Don't you tell me which one.
I'm not going to judge in what order.
Would you rather have an unlimited supply of food and water or $10 million? These money ones are interesting.
They're interesting, but I would certainly take... I mean, you just take the money.
Yeah, just take the money.
Like, I don't... You just buy
Come
food and water.
on, take the money and
How
run.
much? All right, okay. Let's do some math. Okay, how much... Let's assume you're on the... Okay.
Okay.
At the most expensive water of $1 a bottle, right? And you're drinking 8 bottles a day.
Yeah.
Because that's the recommended...
That's what they say
amount.
that we need to drink.
Okay, so 8 times 365 times... Let's just say we have 60 years left.
Okay. I can handle that.
So the water for the rest of our lives, it doesn't even equal $200,000. You know? We've got the majority of the money. Okay, so then same math. $20, a day? $50 of food a day.
Okay.
That's an extravagant living.
Let's live on the hog. Let's live high on that hog.
365 times 60. That's just over $1 million. And you could even eat more. You could double that, 2 million. You still have for your water needs and all that shit for the rest of your life.
It's $10 million all the way.
It's $10 million.
You're right.
I'm sorry to bring math into this comedy podcast, but listen up, motherfuckers.
We've done worse. Would you... This one's interesting. Consider the coconut for a second.
I'm thinking about it. It's hairy. It's hard. It's got holes.
Okay, now stop thinking about that and think about this would you rather I'm about to say.
Okay.
If you could pick one day of the week that would become free, which would you choose?
That's not a would you rather. Would you rather pick a day or not? Is this in the would you... Where are we looking?
Yeah. Would you rather... The subreddit.
That's not a would you rather, y'all.
If you could pick,
I like it, but I also don't understand what it means.
I think it's like, which day would you rather be free? Which I don't understand exactly. Like, we need to define what a free day means.
I feel like that just means a weekend day.
I'm thinking that nothing costs anything that day. It's a free day.
That... I guess then we make it the week day, Saturday or Sunday,
right? I'd make it Saturday.
You can go
nuts
to Disneyland.
You could for free.
For free. It's like I'd like the yearly pass, please.
Yeah, would the thing persist?
Well, you bought it and it's free, so it's free for the year.
Yeah.
And you have one a week? I guess I don't know. What would you do? Let's flip this question a little bit. If you had just
flip this script
24 hours and everything of free
24 hours
purchasing. Like what are you supermarket sweeping? Like what are you doing? Let's also assume you can't buy gift cards.
I am sweeping the supermarket.
Yeah, buying lots of turkeys. They're worth a lot of money.
That's where it's at. It's the turkey
There's
time.
it's always turkey season on Supermarket Sweep.
Turkeys and shrimp. Get that shrimp. And like jars of coconut oil because that's very expensive.
Yeah.
I've learned.
It's not, well, it can't be.
Keto.
Hoo-dee-hoo.
Hoo-dee-hoo. This is Jimmy's new thing, by the way, listener.
Watch fucking Owl House, everybody. That's all I'm going to say.
For once in your life.
It's only 19 episodes.
Do yourself a favor and listen to Owl House so that you understand Jimmy saying hoo-dee-hoo.
There's an owl on it, that's all.
Well, the fact that it's bled in from real life to the podcast, I think is interesting.
It's sort of just my little non sequitur.
Hooty-hoo.
It's like, do I like this? Do I hate this? I'm going to say hooty-hoo, and you decide.
On the subtleties.
Yeah.
The connotations of my hooty-hoo.
I took a drag from my cigarette, and I said, hooty-hoo. I'll take the case, ma'am. And she was like, thank you, my husband's dead.
It was me the whole time, and my legs went up to my waist.
Yeah. That's where they go.
Yeah, that's where they
It's as high as they go.
It's as far as they can go.
Usually.
So I say Saturday. I say Saturday is free day.
You didn't answer my question. Like, what are you doing? You said the Supermarket Sweep, but then like, what are you buying in a free day?
What you buying?
What are you buying?
Yeah, I mean, I just go to the stores, right?
Like what stores?
The Target.
But like, what do you get? You have a free. So like, what things are you going for?
I immediately go for the video games and the electronics.
Yeah.
Right? And then probably to keep all of my sweet items, I then go through the storage areas and get all the bins and shelving. I mean, find a house and be like, I'll take it.
I'll take it if you can sell it to me right now.
I need a 24-hour escrow.
I have cash.
I have would you rather powers. Give me this house. I want the world. I want the whole world. I want to wrap it all up, put it in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now.
That is the lyric.
That is the lyric.
I was just like, I don't know what comes next. And what you said didn't sound right, but you said it confidently, so I believe you.
Well, the thing about it is that I also want... I want parties with rooms full of laughter. 10,000 tins of ice cream.
That's too much
ice
cream.
Jimmy, if I don't get the things that I'm after, I'm going to scream!
That's too much ice cream, Dane.
Bad egg.
I think Dane's got the right idea. I would just buy up all the homes.
You'd be a real estate mogul.
Yeah, because you get to keep it. You just resell it when you're done.
Get real money instead of this fake one day a week money. I bet you could probably get one house a week.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Right?
That'd be the way.
I think that and like, I don't know.
You could fix things. You could be like, hey, I'll buy this house for you, homeless man. And they'll be like, oh, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. It was free. That makes it taste better, right? And they were like, well, everything.
I don't eat this house.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's fine.
Fair enough. Would you rather...
Yeah?
Would you rather be a content creator for Minecraft or a pro player for Fortnite? I say content for Minecraft. That sounds cool.
Because that's consistent money.
Yeah, it's
Pro
like a
player,
real job.
you play if you win. Also, Fortnite, there's only one winner. It's not even team based. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Probably there's some teams. Squads? Maybe?
Squads?
I
mean, esports. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Esports.
The esports logo looks like a baseball cap, and they did it on purpose, but it's a game controller. It's not a baseball man. It's a game controller, which is the key difference between esports and baseball.
Ah.
You see?
What if you tried to hit a baseball with a controller on the mound? You think you'd be laughed out of the...
I think the controller... Okay. Wait. Because it's a Wiimote, and you're playing Wii baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone cheers you on because everybody loves Wii Sports.
Everybody loves Wii Sports.
And they would be like, he's
Your
a mad
sister-
lad. He's a mad lad. He got a home run somehow with his little plastic toy.
And that was the legend of Beryl Tubman. Would you rather fart loudly every hour for the rest of your life, or a spider crawls in your ear and refuses to leave once every year?
What was the first one?
Fart loudly every hour for the rest of your life, or you have a year spider
The spider.
in your ear.
It'll
Spider
just go in there and then leave, and it'll be fine.
for an year.
It won't be in there for a year. It'll be in
It
there for a minute.
refuses to leave.
I'll get it out with the tweezies.
It won't. It'll
Have you
dig
ever?
its
I'm gonna
legs
get. I'm
and-
gonna get real. There's a video I've seen where you don't know what's happening until they pull out like a whole ass cockroach out of a woman's ear.
Oh my god! What?
It'd be like that, but like a cute little the spiders that have little water droplet
All right,
hats.
so how does this video begin then?
They're just you just see a bunch of people like doctors and whatever like fucking like trying to pour water in there.
Fucking each other?
That's right.
With
It's
this
a
lady
porno.
going, "Oh, my ear!"
And they're just like, just give us like 2 minutes. Well, we're almost finished.
And then the lady's like, "More like a minute and a half," and then everyone has a good chuckle because he ejaculates too early.
And that joke is the catalyst. Is the trigger. He's like, oh, I love bad jokes. Oh,
Oh,
let's take care of that cockroach in your ear now.
I think I'd do the spider. Have a little spider friend.
Yeah, he wears a little water droplet hat. Have you seen the video? He's just a little guy with a little tiny spider, and he just holds it on his finger, and it like climbs up.
Oh, I haven't seen
and
that.
it's a jumping spider, but it's really little and cute, and it doesn't bite.
Oh, that's good.
Does Dane not like spiders?
I'm fine with spiders. That's why I'd rather have one in my ear than
But what if they wore
fart
a
all the
hat,
time.
though?
Especially then.
A little water droplet.
Extra that.
Little
Those
water hat.
water droplet spider hat guys are pretty good.
They're cute in pictures. I would still be too terrified if I saw that spider in person, though, because they're big.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This one's dumb.
Yes.
Would you rather eliminate the pandemic or have bananas cease to exist? See? That's a dumb one. All right, I'm done
What's
with
the
this.
upvotes on that? I want to see the comments of that
None.
one. There's no comments.
There's 2 comments.
Yes, please.
The comments on this Would You Rather are as follows. Don't you mean end the pandemic, but bananas cease to exist? Because there's no downside to ending the pandemic. I still keep the bananas in reality. OP responds. I can see how my phrasing is confusing. It's either make it so pandemic coronavirus never happened, or have bananas cease to exist. In order to keep bananas, you have to also keep the pandemic.
This is a Would You Rather subreddit.
People don't know how
It's
to
not
do.
that hard.
Would you rather no pandemic and no bananas, or pandemic and bananas?
That's all you need to do.
So pretty much like, would you rather get rid of bananas and the pandemic, or nothing changes?
If the second part of your Would You Rather, folks, if the second part of your Would You Rather is
nothing changes
or not,
Yeah.
it's not good
It's
enough.
not a good would you rather. I mean, we've only been doing this for
5 years.
oh my god, it's been 5 years.
This is episode 234, 4.5 years.
Pretty much 5 years.
Basically 10 years.
We've almost been doing this
If we round up, it's 10 years.
our whole lives. Came out the womb being like, wah, would you rather? our little
Welcome to the
fist.
Gaga Goo Goo Cast, where we do poopies and other fun things.
My name is, I don't know yet. I can't figure it out.
No, I want to go down the logical fucking conclusion of this joke, but Dane hates baby talk,
I don't like it.
so I don't want to upset him.
It's fine. Go ahead.
My name's Daney, and I'm Jimmy.
No.
Like this babies, how babies talk.
Oh, I really do hate it, though.
I mean,
my God.
This is that's on you at this point.
No. What have I done?
But it's just it's like
It
we're
was
just
the W in the middle of your name. It doesn't work, Jim Wee. That's not how baby talk even works.
the babies are stupid. They don't know how anything
You've
works.
never seen the movie Baby Geniuses.
I have. I saw it in
obviously.
theaters.
Oh, right, that's right.
They're smart until they're 2.
Yeah.
And then, which is way past baby. Let me just run that by you real quick.
Checks out.
And then they get stupid.
Yeah.
But they're geniuses, and they can walk and do sweet rope tricks before that.
Hack the mainframe.
Yeah.
Gleam the
My grandpa
cube.
used to always like I think it was on TV at one point, and he was just like he could not get over the fact he's like, well, I think that's a little person stand-in for the babies running around, and I'm like, you think?
Tell me more about that, Grandpa.
Was that a real baby?
You think that baby's walking around? All right. Our next segment on this podcast is not baby talk.
You don't
At
know.
all.
You don't know.
I do.
I have my $1 million calculator.
I don't want it.
Okay.
It is, in fact, Lonely Hearts, where we take 2 online personal ads, read them out loud, and discuss whether or not those 2 people would fall in love. Jimmy, you should get that looked at. I could hear that on the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
Your heart is hurting.
In high school, I was given the award for biggest heart murmur. Dane successfully stifled a laugh. I did not.
I didn't laugh at that.
Dane's gonna go first.
I was voted most likely to succeed at failing.
I was I was voted by my class most likely to be in high school still. And they were right.
I was also voted something else. Do you want to hear it?
Tell me.
I was voted most unforgettably forgettable.
One time, I got voted nicest ass sets because I always brought a mechanical number 2 pencil to school, and they were like, "Hey,
You
can I
got the
borrow
resources.
that?"
You
And
got
I'm
those
like,
resources.
"No, I only got one. It's my only asset." And they were like, "Hey." Dane's gonna go first. Lonely Hearts.
Title of this Lonely Heart is 27, female for male. Punwa.
What?
Punwa. PNW? What's that? PNW?
I don't know. It's
Punwa.
probably a place.
How high is
Pacific
too high?
Northwest.
Oh, thank you.
Pacific Northwest. I had to figure
Thought it
it
was
out.
a word. How high is too high? I have high standards, and so far... Oh, I thought it was a different kind of high. 420 sticky icky.
Yeah.
I have high standards, and so far haven't been able to lower them. Had very few success stories on here. Had very few success stories on here, but not many. Wait.
That's such a weird way to phrase it.
Had a few, not very few. Come on. Physical attraction is important. I like my men very attractive. Personality is important too, but you have to have both. Not attracted to good-looking douchebags, just to be clear.
Oh.
What are you looking for? Will you meet my standards? Want to try to change my mind? PM me up. PM me up. PM me up to see what I'm looking for. Hint, nothing serious.
Really?
PM age in your description, so I know you read this. Me, self-assured, outgoing, goofy, and cute. I can give you more info later. Oh boy.
There's a lot to unpack here in such a short thing.
About as subtle as a grenade on the golf course.
In high school, I was voted most likely to explode on the golf course.
Oh, really?
My body is made of pure
Nitroglycerine. Interesting.
Bet you didn't know that, listeners.
Glad I've never
Dane.
slapped you across the face.
You ever watch Lost?
I know 2 things about Lost.
Yeah.
I know 3 things about Lost.
Is one of them the dynamite scene?
No. I know the hatch. I know polar bear. I know smoke monster. Those are the 3. Those are my 3.
In one of the late seasons of Lost, they need to get dynamite for some reason, and somebody's like, "There's sticks of dynamite over here," but they're old, so they're weeping nitroglycerin or fucking something, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the characters, one of the cuts to commercial was some guy being like, "Hey, I found the dynamite," and then he moves too vigorously and just fucking explodes, and then he's dead. And it was
the rest of the
so fucking funny. I'll never forget it for the.
Was he an important character?
He wasn't. He was like an important side character, I think, or he was at least getting a lot of time that episode, where you didn't expect him to just get exploded.
Yeah,
there weren't that many characters on Lost because they're trapped there. You see,
right.
Until you find more characters.
What's something that you've never seen, but you know 3 things about?
That I haven't seen?
Yeah, you haven't seen yourself, but you're like, but I know 3 things. What's a popular property?
Ooh, a property. What's the fuck.
Well, if you don't know the title of it, it's gonna be.
It's
not gonna be one of your things.
What was it's Hereditary? Hereditary.
Okay.
Here's things I know about Hereditary.
3 things.
It's got that actress that I like.
Toni Collette.
I love her.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 1. Number 2. It's really spooky. And number 3, it's got a scene where the girl on the wall goes. And that's all I know about it.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Isn't there a scene where a girl goes?
So I watched that movie under duress, and I had to leave the room a couple times.
It's like good horror. It's like the kind of horror I would enjoy if I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I don't like jump scares because they're bullshit and effective also. And it's dumb. Because it's not scary, it's just startling. Yeah. But something like I haven't seen it, but I've heard
a couple of jump
extremely
scares.
good things that it's just like it sets a tone.
Yeah.
Some stuff like
very tense.
Did you see Cabin in the Woods?
I like
the
Cabin
one
in the Woods.
That has a big old plot twist in it. Spoiler alert. It's old though.
Yeah.
But there's a scene really early on where they're probably playing Truth or Dare or something, and one of them tells one of them to make out with this like stuffed bear head. Mm-hmm. And she does it like real long and real, I guess, seductively. But it's just this scene that goes on for so long, and I've never been more on the edge of my seat than that. And it's like such a weird thing, because I'm just like, that bear's gonna come. I didn't know what the movie was about yet, so I'm like, that bear's gonna fucking come alive, eat her fucking face off. And I was just like so nervous, because I saw that in theaters, being the jump scare wuss that I am.
Yeah. I mean, same. I don't like scary movies for. I also don't like scary movies for the graphic imagery that haunts my dreams.
I'm into that. I love nightmares.
I don't.
I just love.
I watched Ready or Not, the one where the family's hunting the new bride in the big mansion. It's very good. Had bad dreams about it, even though I liked the movie.
I don't know that one.
This person is about as blunt as my high school yearbook about what they voted people as. Oh. It's just very apparent. Like, they voted me most likely to do a podcast for 5 years.
Hey. I also got voted most blunt. Weapon. They picked me up and bashed me against a mailbox. It was a felony.
Yeah. They got in trouble.
I wasn't an accessory because I was just an accessory.
Good. But yeah, so she's just like, I have high standards.
Are you good enough?
I feel like this ad is douchebag bait, though. Like,
it's certainly also the fact that she's like, I'm not looking for anything serious, and it's like, well, what do you?
I have very high standards for my very lighthearted tryst.
Yeah, it's like that's not how it works.
Self-assured, outgoing, goofy, and cute. That's it. That's all you
all
get.
we got. It's like, oh, I like those positive things. What about your negative things? No, don't leave.
We already know what her negative things are.
Too blunt. In high school, she was... all right, so mine is a little different than yours. 27, male for female, U.S. Title, I'm a homeless guy looking for a girlfriend.
Oh.
My only life plan I can come up with is hopefully meet a woman to date or marry. I figure I could be a stay-at-home husband. I can have dinner cooked and ready for you when you get home from work. I can have home spotless clean. All chores will be done so you get to just relax after a hard day's work. I can be there at your beck and call and get you whatever you want or need. I'm a quiet person, very easy to get along with. I'm not looking for any... I'm not good looking or anything special. I'm not smart, but I'm cool with you being the brains of the relationship. I know it's not romantic, but hey, I think it could work. If you think it could work, then let's talk further. And the username, which they only have one post, so I don't feel bad about it, is bum who wants a home.
Jimmy, that one's kind of sad.
I think if you think it's real...
You don't think that's real?
How this guy get the internet?
Public library.
How's he gonna check anything?
The public library. When I didn't have a computer, I had to walk to the library to apply for jobs.
Maybe.
And I
Maybe
did
it's
it.
not far.
It was far. It was a good over 30-minute walk.
It's too far. I've walked farther for less. I used to walk an hour one way to rent fucking anime.
You really like your anime.
I do.
You know, I heard that you were voted most likely to walk an hour to rent anime.
And I would walk 1 hour.
For anime. And I would walk... Hey, I'd walk another hour more.
Just to be the guy who rented 4 animes and crawled down on my couch.
To watch them. To watch them.
This is not the first time we've done this.
It's been 5 years, Jimmy.
Is my guy good enough?
No.
High standard.
No.
He's offering a lot.
He said he's not good looking. She wants somebody good looking.
It's such a weird thing because that is, in some respects, it can be objective, but in most respects, it's subjective. You know, it's like, well, what's good for the goose is not necessarily good for the moose. They're different. If a moose was like, well, that's a sexy moose, it's to be expected. But if I was like, ooh, that goose is giving me eyes, but I'm a moose still,
yeah,
it's different.
It is.
It hits different.
It do hit different, though.
So what I'm saying is,
yeah, what are you trying to say,
that
Jimmy?
yours is a goose and mine is a moose.
I don't think
Maybe.
they're gonna find love together. I think our homeless man deserves a home, but I don't think he needs to sell his body.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be somebody's what's
house husband.
Yeah, no, like a house elf. He doesn't need to be somebody's Dobby.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Nobody needs to be anyone's Dobby anymore. Harry Potter's canceled.
Yeah, Harry.
Even though I'm pretty sure I mentioned it earlier in this podcast, maybe.
Harry Potter's creators canceled, but everyone still wants the Harry Potters.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
it's understandable to a point, but so they just announced as of today, recording yesterday, they announced the new PS5 Harry Potter game.
Yeah,
and a lot of people asked them directly, like, we're not happy about this because J.K. Rowling is transphobic, and what are you doing about that, or what? You know, whatever.
They're
and
like,
Warner
we're just
Brothers,
game developers.
well, Warner Brothers was like, J.K. Rowling is not directly involved with this game, but then when pushed further and asked if she was going to, receive any proceeds, they declined to comment. So it's just like, yeah.
She is profiting off of
She gets money off of all Harry Potter shit. She is too rich.
She's got a lot of money. She's got more money than the Queen.
She's got more money than fucking brains. Shit.
Oh, boy.
I bumped the microphone. I'm sorry, everyone. That was not out of anger. That was out of clumsiness. Dexterity error.
You know know what'll cheer us up? A little Would You Rather bot.
Just a little.
Let's go to Twitter, where our friend Would You Rather bot, at WYR_bot, will be procedurally generating some Would You Rathers for us. Because it's a neural net.
I bet they'll be very good and make sense.
I'm sure they will be. Coming up first, would you rather go to sleep or eat hot Coke?
Ugh. Sleeping.
Do you want to go to sleep or do you want to eat hot Coke?
Is there any way that hot soda is good?
Yeah, I've had it.
Why?
Like you leave a open soda out in the sun when you're camping, and then you're like, well, it's here.
Okay, but
I guess it's time for breakfast.
So that's
glug,
not. I would
glug.
describe, and based on your demeanor, also that's not good. That is, it'll do. There's nothing where you cook a soda in a casserole or fucking anything, right?
Jimmy, I know you're not a bubbly guy.
No.
But have you ever had milk in Coke? Milk and Coke?
No, because I've never liked ice cream sundaes.
Well, it gets rid of the bubbles, and it tastes pretty good.
I don't even like the taste of soda. Like on top of it,
Yeah.
It's probably just the association, realistically. Yeah. But
when you get right down to it,
it's just like it tastes like Coke. It tastes like root beer, even though Coke isn't root
Wait
beer.
a second.
I don't know.
You just said two different things.
I'm just thinking about soda flavored candy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just not what I like. I like the idea. The little ones you eat the little wax bottle and you suck the candy out. That's fun, but I don't like the flavor.
Yeah, you don't want the flavor.
So I'll sleep. I like sleeping. I'm bad at it, but I like it.
I'm gonna try hot Coke. I'm gonna do it. I want to try it.
It almost got to cocoa. It fucked up.
Coke. Oh. 83% of people would rather go to sleep. Would you rather be a Lamborghini or have hiccups? I don't want to be a car.
But am I a car in cars, though?
It doesn't say that.
But it could be. It does not say it. Are there Lamborghinis in cars?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
There's tow trucks, so.
There are
tow trucks, so there has to be a Lamborghini. You know the brand of car? Tow truck.
I've got 50 shares of Tow Truck Co.
I rather have hiccups because I can get rid of them.
Their slogan is,
it's temporary.
It's
what's
the slogans Jimmy, get her done. I tried to fit stocks in there
hold
somehow.
Hold on a second.
Gave up, but I had already set the joke up.
Here, let me try it again.
Okay.
I'll try it for you. Hey Jimmy, what's the logo or? Hey Jimmy, what's the catchphrase for Tow Truck Co?
I don't know.
All right, Jimmy. Good job.
What is it?
No, you're supposed to say it.
Who's there? Knock, knock. Come in.
Orange. No. Orange, you glad I didn't say tow truck?
No.
Would you rather vomit your enemy to death or spit to death?
Wait.
Acid spit.
Okay. Are both of these you dying, or are you killing your enemy in one of them?
I think you're killing your enemy. Because you're vomiting your enemy to death.
See, so I take that two ways. You're either vomiting on them until they die, or you have consumed them and you are barfing them up until you die. Because the second one is you spit to death. So if I'm spitting until I have no liquids left, then I die.
No, I see it differently.
I can see it both ways, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, which one do you want? Do you want to die or do you want to kill somebody?
I don't want to die. I just want to talk about it.
Then do the one where you don't die.
I just want to taco about it.
Well, if we taco about it, then we're going to get crunchy.
I was voted in high school most crunchy because I was a dirty, dirty hippie.
All that granola.
Yeah. In my pockets, all loose.
Jimmy, would you rather carry loose granola in your pocket?
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather vomit your enemy to death or spit to death?
Choose. The first one, I guess.
Yeah, vomit. I'm going to spit him to death because I want acid spit.
Well, okay, but wait. So I don't want to
So
they're both you're killing your...
Yeah.
Okay,
enemy, yeah.
Then I'll spit.
Yeah?
I thought one of them was you die and one of them you isn't dying.
No, I've decided.
Okay, then I'll spit because that's not vomiting.
Yeah. Vomiting hurts. 70% would rather vomit. Weirdos.
I think they take it that they're killing a guy and not dying.
Yeah, they're wrong. Would you rather a Nintendo series or a horrible musical act?
Would you rather bot?
Hey.
Do you think Would You Rather bot's an Xbox or a Sony fanboy?
Would you rather bot's probably all Sony all the way.
Yeah. They have technology. Microsoft has software. But Sony has hardware.
You know, Nintendo does a real good job, so I'm going to vote for them.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to bad music.
A bad musical.
What's
the worst musical?
Well, probably the one I put on in high school that got me voted worst musical.
Worst high school music. You played Zac Efron.
Dane, worst high school musical. In the yearbook, it was a 2-page spread. I thought they went overboard.
And it was animated. It was a music box in there.
It was a little GIF.
Yeah.
It had birthday card technologies where you could open the page and it would play my horrible, horrible music.
See, the trick is now the battery's dying, so, how long ago was high school? Like, over 10 years.
Over 10
So
years.
you press the button now, and it's like, my name. It sounds like a nightmare.
Well, it actually sounds better now because it's not the thing that I'm doing.
So the problem was you were singing it just like that, so it sounds double slow.
It's adjusted.
Yeah.
Now it's more of a etude. It's more of like a tone poem. Jimmy, you want a Nintendo series or you want a horrible music act?
Nintendo
64! 86% would rather.
It wasn't 64%. Are you sure? Maybe it was 85% because that's the year the Nintendo NES came out.
Let me look at this. Let me put my glasses on.
Same year as my birthday.
Let me take a look at my phone.
I'm as old as a Nintendo.
All right. Let me see.
Any Nintendo is as old as me.
You're right, 64%.
Hey,
I was wrong. I was wrong the whole time.
I was correct to question you.
hey, but speaking of percents, would you rather 95% chance or 95% chance?
I'm gonna need you to specify the differences because you said them different.
Has an exclamation point.
I'm gonna go with excited.
95% chance!
Is it 95% yes?
It is 95% chance, exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
87%.
We need to get those numbers up, Dane. Gotta get those numbers up.
The voting's been canceled. Would you rather have a cat that can bite or a car that can't crash?
Is that a political joke? Voting's been canceled. Is that a sign of the times? What are we doing here?
And tonight, on the PJC cast, we look at voter fraud.
It is a 60-minute podcast, if you understand the joke. The joke is that we're ripping off the podcast 60 Minutes.
You ever think about podcasts and think, why do they just keep talking like that?
Give us something to look at, for Christ's sake.
What is this, the old-timey radio?
Haven't they ever seen television?
That's my thoughts about it. I'm an old man. What was his name? Mickey Rooney? Nope.
Mickey Rourke.
Yep. It was Mickey Rourke the whole time.
Mickey Mouse.
I want a car that can't crash so I can just crazy taxi all over this fucking burg.
I'm going to tell you, I missed both of the options.
Have a cat that can bite. So any cat.
Yeah, I'll take yours too then.
Or a car that can't crash.
That's excellent. I'll be a daredevil.
Guess the spread. Guess the spread.
Less than 100%. It's
No kidding.
I'm going to guess 75-25.
You're 10 off, baby.
85?
It's 86-14. Everybody wants a car that can't crash.
If I had a car that... here's what I think would happen if I had a car that couldn't crash.
Yeah.
Video game physics gone mad. Because,
Crazy taxi.
You'd set up a ramp. Well, no, I'm thinking more GTA glitches.
Ooh.
Because you'd set up a ramp, And then, like, if there's nowhere to land safely,
then you're
you just hover, and your car goes whoa, 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 whoa. You know,
gotta have a roll cage in that baby. Gotta really strap in for the G forces. But you won't crash.
You'll land safely.
You'll be okay.
Okayfully.
Jimmy, what's our next segment?
It's Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Oh, is it?
It is. I almost said the wrong one.
You almost said Lonely Hearts, didn't you?
I did. I had to
Old habits. Old habits trying to dine hard.
Dine harder. Die hard too. Dine harder.
Oh, man.
It's mealtime.
One time in high school, I was voted most likely to die harder with a vengeance.
One time, it's funny you say that, because one time in high school, I was voted most John McClane. And it was because I was barefoot all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And my feet were just so dang cut up with all them glass shards all the dang time. And I was estranged with my wife at the time in high school. We had a kid, and the kid was like happy with me, but I got on the phone with the estranged wife, and she was like, "You got 5 minutes," and then I stopped a terrorist plot. And wasn't any better off for it by the second film. I mean, second stage of my life.
Second stage of my life, which I call my second film.
Which I call Die Harder 2. It's my Die Harder phase.
Now we at an airport.
Yeah. And everything sucks.
NYPD police
Dialogue
there.
sucks. Plot sucks. Third one is so good.
Third one is so good.
Is
the
it?
third phase of your life is so good.
I can't wait till I get there. I'm still in phase 2. Maybe once we're allowed outside again.
Jeremy Irons and Samuel L. Jackson coming in, killing it.
That's Scar.
Yeah, it is. But he's Simon. Oh. You remember when Simon was in your life?
I do.
I was voted most likely to ho 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 motherfuckers. Jimmy, what is the meal time for this Marry, Fuck, Kill?
All right, Marry, Fuck, Kill. Are you ready for these 3 very good choices?
Oh, no.
It's very similar to last week's Marry, Fuck, Kill. It's 3 more movies.
Oh, okay. I mean, that goes with the theme of what we just joked.
Yeah. So they're all sequels to good movies.
Okay.
But they are bad sequels. We have Anchorman 2.
Oh.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
We've done this one.
To be clear, no, because we haven't, because the third one is Zoolander, but the name of Zoolander 2 is called Two-Lander. I think I would have remembered Two-Lander.
I think we did the first ones of these.
Maybe. No, but also to be clear, this is not the Dumb and Dumber 2 with the actors, it's the prequel one.
Yeah.
With the
Okay, I'm pretty sure we did Dumb and Dumber, Anchorman, and Zoolander. I'm pretty sure we did.
Well,
Marry,
this
Fuck,
is a
Kill.
sequel
This is
to
the
that,
sequel
because
to
they're
that
the
one.
bad ones.
Okay, fair enough.
If we did,
the problem is, Jimmy, I haven't seen any of these.
I mean, neither have I, but we can just go on the basis of... Well, no, I've seen Dumb and Dumber 2.
Why?
Because I don't know. It was a movie that was out when I was younger.
Was it after Baby Geniuses?
Probably.
Oh.
Because that movie came out when I was in high school
feature.
Still. Dumb and Dumber 2...
Yeah.
I remember... Okay,
Dumb and Dumber 2, Back in the Habit.
Yeah. And they're nuns, and they're having funds. And they're out of funds, because they need to...
They need more guns.
They need more guns. To die harder, too.
Shake them buns.
With me. I don't remember much about the plot, except that there was a bus, and the joke was that it was a short bus, because they're dumb and dumber, right?
Oh,
That's the joke. But it was a central part of the film, and I don't know why I know. I was watching some behind the scenes thing before it came out on television.
Yeah.
Like probably on fucking Fox 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2 fever was gripping the nation.
It was the world in the early 2000s was very different.
It's a very different.
Internet wasn't fast enough for videos, so you had to buy airtime for this shit to get people hyped for what you know is a garbage festival of a film. And I remember like they spent a long time talking about how they had to take a regularly length bus. Because it was like a really short bus. Like it was extra short. and they had to like make it by taking the front of the bus and the back of the bus and welding it together. And I remember at that point thinking that this movie was going to be bad, and seeing that they put any effort into it and being like, oh, they put any effort into it. I don't know.
They welded a bus.
They welded a bus. Maybe I'll say. And then I did. But I don't know how. I must have gone with my mom because I was in high school with no money. Mm-hmm. So I had to be
you had to go on a
taken.
Mom time. Okay, well.
So I've seen that one. Anchorman 2, I've heard nothing but bad things about. And Two-Lander, I've heard nothing about.
Very bad. Very, very bad. Benedict Cumberbatch plays a gender-neutral person, and that's the joke.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch, I like to think is better than that, but then he's like, he does stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, Bendy.
Guess he's not.
Bendy.
Okay, well.
Where's them scruples, Bendy?
So, because we haven't seen these, we have to judge it on assumptions alone.
Judge it, we will.
I assume Dumb and Dumber is probably the worst one. Just because of this short bus comment. The short bus.
That one did, however, give us the glorious, I'll buy it from you for 50 doll hairs. And then another guy said yes. And then they're like, haha, I said doll hairs. You're not getting any.
That's a classic. That was a third grade joke.
That's the first time I heard it.
And then the other one is, I'll give it to you for $50. And then you're like antlers, like buck male deers.
But that's just deception. The other one is a clever trick. You can see through one of them. The other one, how could you know? Unless you had picture assistance, Dane. Dane, just why don't you just think for once?
You know, in high school. I won mathletes. Anyway,
I was in the academic decathlon.
This is joke time. We're in joke zone.
I did that for real.
Great.
I wore a shirt that said sex, drugs, and rock and roll. They didn't appreciate that. I was a little edgelord.
Look at you. Where you're like, I'm going to wear this, and they're not going to like it.
Somebody laughed, but they didn't have the power to kick me out. So it was fine. It was all fine.
Jimmy, when we're in joke zone.
Okay.
Don't believe me.
Don't say real things.
Right now, whoa, joke zone.
Okay, we're in the joke zone. Okay, all right.
I wear flippers, and in high school, people liked me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, they did.
I've never heard that before, outside of the podcast.
They did.
Oh, no, we're in the joke zone.
No, we're in the joke zone. I cast Zone of Jokes.
Zone of Jokes. That's the name of a podcast.
Okay. So I'm going to do the following thing.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to kill Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Because it's just so completely removed, and
in a trio where one of the titles is Two-Lander, it's got the worst name because it's Dumb and Dumber T.O.
Yeah,
it's just
low effort.
I can't look at it without being upset.
They may have welded a bus, but that's it. That's all they did.
They didn't.
So I'm gonna
they
kill
didn't
that
weld
one.
my heart.
I'm gonna marry. I think I'm gonna marry Two-Lander, because it's characters that I really like, and I do like the characters of Anchorman, but those goddamn suits are so fucking sexy. I'm gonna fuck them.
All right.
The end. That was mine.
I'm gonna do the opposite of you. I am also killing Dumb and Dumber 2, despite me defending it heartily.
Yeah, you really dug in there.
That's just because it's the only one I know. I'm like, but think about this thing. This doll has joke.
It redeems the entire film.
It doesn't. Man, also as a tangent, the end of the actual Dumb and Dumber 2, the real sequel.
Yeah.
At the very end, they have all these scenes with the The movie sucked and it was bad.
Yeah.
But,
with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
Yeah. But it had a bunch of scenes from the first movie, which was good, and they played it side by side during the credits to trick you into thinking like, oh, this was a good movie, because remember the first movie? And it worked until I was like, come on.
Wait a second. I'm being tricked right now.
Like that sappy music.
Like that doll hair music.
Yeah.
That
doll hair musical. It was a horrible musical.
Horrible music.
I'm going to fuck Zoolander, though. Two-lander. Excuse me.
Okay.
Because
sexy models?
They're sexier models.
Yeah, that's true. I like suits, though.
And the suits are fine, but I'm thinking about the brains in those suits.
Blue Steel doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, Zoolander is a fine movie, and I understand why people like it, and I don't dislike it. But it's not, I don't know. It's not, Anchorman is pretty funny, probably. I don't know. I've seen it once.
The first movie?
Yeah. So Anchorman's a movie that most people have seen infinite times.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
I've seen it once. The joke is that you kids and your memes these days, I had to live off of one movie for 10 years. And that movie was Anchorman 1.
It's true.
The
Sex Panther joke really got me going.
I don't remember it.
It's got little bits of real panther in it. It's a musk. It's a manly musk.
I see. I remember the unicorn.
80% of the time, it works every time.
Sure. The unicorn where in the dream sequence or whatever's happening.
Yeah, with a rainbow.
And then she's like,
it.
yeah, rainbow, do me on it. Oh. And then that's it.
Also, no, we don't. This is not an Anchorman cast. I'm in a glass case of emotion. Anyway,
you know I don't speak Spanish.
That's a good one. Oh man,
because it's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's speaking dog English.
He ate an entire cheese wheel.
Yo, let's watch Anchorman.
Let's go watch Anchorman.
Right now.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the podcast tub this balmy autumn evening for another week.
Wait.
What?
Oh.
Did you finish yours?
No, I finished. I thought you were about to just end it without anything.
No.
Because that's usually what you say. For another week, my name's Dane.
That's
and
true.
I was like, wait.
It's a psych out. I'd like to thank Brad T. Jonas for use of our cover art, and I'd like to thank Jordan for our theme song. You can find them on Instagram at Brad T. Jonas and at _contaminants. We release every Tuesday. You can send us Would You Rathers that we will answer if you email, what is it? The pjccast@gmail.com. I've had a little brain fart. Leave me alone.
I know.
At PJCcast on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can also tweet them.
Yeah.
Hashtag PJCcast. Man, I'm all out of
You psyched yourself out.
Boy.
You started with the... You ate
lost.
the crust first.
I'm lost. I ate the crust of the podcast
Let me end
first.
with a quick pizza story from Jimmy's childhood.
Okay.
If I may.
Yes, please.
Pizza Hut, originator probably of the stuffed crust pizza. When it was new, brand new. I was a child.
Cheese
and
is in the bread this time.
My grandma would order it special because we were fucking spoiled as shit. and I, because the commercials told me to, like, refused to not eat the crust first because they tell you to eat the crust first. And I was an impressionable youth, and I was like, but what if the police come? Not really.
Thank you all for joining us for another week. My name is Dane.
I'm Jimmy.
And have a good night and get home safe.
I was just in the joke zone.
In high school, I was voted most likely to call the police on pizza eaters.
I did think that about R-rated movies, actually, though.
Yeah?
Because my cousin, who I've reported on not liking my whole life...
I hope he listens. I really hope he listens.
He never will. He never in a million years even knows... He doesn't even have Facebook. Like...
Good.